Hello, my name is Deep South and I'm a YouTube-aholic, and I'm also addicted to gummy bears. I stay up all night long watching YouTube videos. I fall asleep at my desk the next day, only to watch YouTube videos during lunch and staying in my office late to almost 8 o'clock watching YouTube videos. Spend my weekends watching YouTube videos, wishing I could be in the woods. My family thinks I'm nuts. I ask them to save their dryer lint for me. They don't understand why I go out in the woods by myself and spend the night alone. I know I don't share this addiction. I also have other hobbies. I collect things. Zippo lighters, guns, knives, rocks, comic books. I'm a collector, and I've got a lot of stuff. I'm doing this as a support video for my good friend Windham Woodcraft, and he asked me to share some things about myself. And right now, YouTube is what's mostly going on in my life, besides work and my family. I use YouTube as a way to escape when I can't get out in the woods. I'm living in Florida now, and it's very hot, and I'm not able to go camping right now because of the temperature and the bugs. I could, but I'd be miserable. So I use YouTube as a way to get out in the woods now. I discovered YouTube through email. When I first got a computer, people would send me YouTube videos of jokes or cool things that were on the web. Then I discovered that I could find bootleg music on the YouTube. So I spent hours and hours and hours finding Doors videos, bootleg Doors music. And then I found out that you could start learning things on there, educational things. So one day I wanted to know how to smoke a pipe more efficiently, and I typed in pipe smoking, and there was a man who came on named the Dunhill Man, and then I watched his videos, and I made some comments and asked him some questions, and he actually replied. And that was how I got introduced to the YouTube community. And I saw him making his videos and just sitting there smoking a pipe, and I said I could do that one day. But I didn't know why anybody would want to sit there and watch me smoke a pipe, or why I was watching somebody sit there in a car smoking a pipe looking at sheep. Later on discovered that other people shared my passion of woodcraft and spending time outdoors camping, and people who carried a lot of junk in their pockets. And I started watching EDC videos, and those EDC videos led me to the bushcraft community. And through the bushcraft community I got totally addicted to the British bushcraft community, and I watched those videos for hours and hours. Wilshire Man, Sandy, Funky Prepper, Mick at Animal Tendencies, Mine Wiseman, Jedi Knight of the Woods, just a few. And I would watch those videos all the time on weekends, and that was what would keep me up at night, and I'd be late for mass. And then I discovered Outdoor Enthusiast 101, And about the same time, I discovered Really Big Monkey. And with Really Big Monkey, him being another Southerner, I would watch him for hours and hours and chat with him with personal messages back and forth. Then I started watching Luke, and Luke was such a natural on the camera and just being himself. And I said, I've got to do that. I want to be a part of that community and share videos. So I started making my own videos. My first video was about EDC. And then one of my other first videos was what YouTube means to me. And so I'm not going to go into more detail about that right now because there's already a video. If you want to see what YouTube means to me and how I really got introduced to the YouTube community, you can watch that video. Now, some other things about me. I've got a lot of hobbies. I love to fly airplanes. I love to watch Formula One racing. I love bicycle racing. I used to race bicycles. I always look forward to the Tour de France during the summertime and spend those weeks with my family, who also loves the Tour de France. I collect a lot of things. I'm an amateur astronomer. I've got another addiction to learning, and I will spend hours and hours and hours on YouTube learning new things because it's replaced my World Book encyclopedias that I used to watch and read for hours and hours and hours when I was a kid. I read the World Book encyclopedias all the way through, I think. I'm almost certain I did. So that's a little bit about myself. And I grew up in a very, very small community. And we played in the woods, and we made forts. And the outdoors has always been a part of my life. I've hunted and fished since I was a child. I grew up on a farm. I hunted, I fished, I played in the woods, and I rode horses. Horses were my first obsession. I got my first horse when I was 3 years old. I was in my first rodeo when I was younger than that. I don't even know how old I was. My very first memory is of my father putting me on a horse when I was 2 years old. I had no idea I was that young, but that's my very, very first memory in my life, is my father sitting me on the back of a horse. I love thinking about that. And when I was just barely able to stay on a horse by myself, he gave me my first horse, which was a rescued Mustang. And it was a very old mare, and I would just sit on that horse, and she would go around in circles around the house, around and around and around. And if I went to fall off, somehow that horse knew and would keep me on there. I loved that horse. That was a long time ago. I had a very, very cool childhood up until 1968 when Vietnam came along. And then that's another story. That's really all I'm going to share right now. I like sharing things like this on a video I call Banked Campfires. And Banked Campfires is about me uncovering old memories, just like I would uncover embers in a banked fire and relight a fire. So, Windham Woodcraft, I hope this is what you wanted. I know I'm just having a good time here. Right now, I'm about to cook some hamburgers, like I do every Saturday night, except when I'm in the woods. Got my fire going, got some char cloth going. I'll show you the char cloth I just made. And so gotta come up with a name for this character. I'm thinking Tree Ninja. Anyway, I had fun doing this. Windham, congratulations on your Chris. I should call you Chris. Congratulations on all your subs. I really, really enjoy your channel. It's one of my favorite channels out there. And you yourself, you're just a natural, man. You know, you used to say that you were nervous on the camera, and I've never seen that. And you've got such skill with wood, and you and your son watching videos. I mean, I just love those. I really do. So if you're not subscribed to Windham Woodcraft, I strongly suggest that you do. And I will see y'all next time. Peace. Stay strange. And now I'm going to end my video, but somewhere in there I'm going to put in my char cloth. Later. This is one of those typical things I do when I'm like cooking supper on a Saturday night out on the grill. This is some cut up blue jeans inside of a tin, and I'm about to make some char cloth. Here's my Weber charcoal chimney, and here's my tin, and while the coals are getting ready, I'll just drop those in there. Looks done. Oh yeah, it's hot. Stop smoking. Smoking. We'll let it cool off, then I'll show you a char cloth. I think that right there would make a really cool photomograph. That's my deck. And strange light. So here's the char cloth I made just while I was getting the fire ready to cook on. Really nice piece of char cloth. Didn't take me any time at all. All I had to do is cut the blue jeans up, throw it on the fire. I was out here making videos anyway, so this was getting done at the same time.